Hello, everybody. How's it going? The sun is out, and I'm really excited about that. So, I want to talk about the people you should be really, really, really cautious of. And this applies to people in and out of your family. It could be a neighbor, a coworker, it could be someone you've known for many, many years. And I'll tell you an experience I had. My husband and I have neighbors. Um, I'm not going to name names. But it's someone who lives adjacent to our property. I'll just say that because we have a variety of people in the area. And so this these people, we didn't have any fences up or anything. So the animals kind of run around and go say hi to the neighbors and this and that. We don't allow them in yards they don't belong or they're not invited to. And so our neighbors would call the dogs over and they'd say hi and we'd chit chat every day because I'm retired and they are too. And then this one individual added me on Facebook. And through Facebook, I get a message that says there was dog stuff in the yard. And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I said, "I'll have my husband or my stepson take care of it because these are, my husband's dogs. And that's just the way it is." And so go out and we were chit chatting. And I said, "Oh, if it happens again, please just put up a flag and I'll see it and I'll have them come over right away and take care of it." And so I thought it was going to be similar to a little orange fishing flag, a triangular flag. And the following week, I get a message from my neighbor and she says, "There's dog stuff in the yard again." And I said, "Well, where's the flag?" And she says, "It's in the backyard." And I didn't see anything. And I said, "Can you tell me where it's at?" She goes, "Well, it's in the front." And it happened to be by a driveway reflector. And I thought, okay. And the next message I get on Facebook is, "Why don't you guys put up a fence?" And now I'm confused because I see you outside every day. You clearly see me, but you don't address anything when I'm out right here next to you, about 10 feet from you. And so I finally replied and I said, "Tell your husband to stop calling the dogs over. The next time you have an issue, talk to my husband because these are his dogs and he's going to have to retrain them to stay out of your yard. And last but not least, we are not putting up a fence." And that was it. And then I blocked her because that's all she wrote. And she meaning me. And so she started ignoring us and I thought, okay, that's just the way it is. And her husband was still communicating because he was a nice person. And I said to him, I said, "I'm really sorry. I would never do anything to infringe on your privacy or cause trouble." And he said, "That's just the way she is. One day she's your best friend and the next day she hates you." He said, "But don't worry. She'll even out and she'll be okay. And then you guys will be friends again." And I said, "No, that's not how this works. I am an even keeled person. And if you are Jekyll and Hyde, we cannot proceed." So when it comes to our sons and daughters, or anyone in your life, if you do not see a sense of stability, cohesiveness, and don't get me wrong, I understand people have bad days. I have bad days too. But if you're like me, my bad day is not going to affect you. I'm not, I'm going to make sure I'm not around a ton of other people so that I can make someone else feel bad. I don't want to do that. I don't want my negative energy to affect anyone. And that's just the way it is. So I hope this helps. um, that's all there is to it. And y'all need to stay safe. Have a great day.